Welcome to a very special episode of National Bucket List Day. Coming up soon, guys. Actually, this is with National Day Calendar, Growing Your Business Through Referrals, and Bucket List Coach web show. We'll be right back. Well, hello. Cindy Lee here, and I'll get to my guest in just 1 minute. I am the founder of Bucket List Day, which came about in 2023. And today's podcast is brought to you by Growing Your Business Through Referrals, which has a great chapter on leveraging national holidays. And of course, the podcast Bucket List Coach web show. So what is the dash? So we have the day we're born, the day that we pass away, that in-between time, that is living your dash. And the average person actually is not living the dash. They are existing. So we're here to help you use the National Day Calendar and show you how you can leverage holidays so you could connect with other businesses in your neighborhood. Here, let me make it bigger. Okay, So you're going to go to National Day Calendar, and we're going to click Year at a Glance. And we're working on February today. So you're just going to go to days, and we're going to show you some monthlies as well later on in the broadcast, but let's just scroll down here to today. So we're just going to go through a good handful today. Definitely won't be able to go through everything, but just feel free to bookmark National Day Calendar. And if you go to nationaldaycalendar.com and you join the newsletter, you'll get a 24-hour notice of all the national holidays. Okay, so today we're at the 10th. Okay, here we go. All righty. National Flannel Day.
I love flannel.
Said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Okay, so threw up a bunch of different kinds of flannels about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. Some really fun colors. I like the cinnamon roll color. We have darker colors, lighter colors. The other one that I like is the delicate ivory. The red ones are very popping in color. The lumberjack plaid, that's the official name for it. Those ones really show our logo. Some of the flannels have the white Celebrate Everyday logo. Some of them have the black, depending upon the color, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're fun. They're a lot of fun. They're great for cold weather. They're great for fall. They're great for late night summers. Like I said, I'm a flannel girl, and I tell everybody they should buy all of the colors.
Well, you know me, I think I have about 20 National Day holiday stuff.
Yeah.
From flannels to t-shirts to, promotional.
I own a lot of flannels. In my head, I make jokes because a lot of the people in my family like to wear flannels. I don't know if it's like our signature clothing item, but we all like our shirt, our flannels. But yeah, I encourage everybody to check out our store. There's a lot of unique things that you're not going to find anywhere else, and it's all customized with the National Day Calendar logo.
Definitely. So I'm going to go through, there's a couple extra ones that weren't in my list from earlier, which I forgot, but it will be really quick. National Guitar Day. That's actually one of my favorites. I didn't even know there was a Guitar Day. I usually celebrate Guitar Month with some of my musician friends out here in Huntington Beach. Anything you'd like to say about Guitar Day? Like learn a bucket list, learn to play guitar would be a nice bucket list, actually.
There's a lot of musicians in my family. I have friends that are musicians. Guitar playing, I think, is something anybody can learn. And I think it's a good thing to take it off your bucket list, even if you don't pursue it. Give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. And it's also a great way to meet people, especially if you're taking a class. You meet people that are just as bad as you are in the beginning.
Exactly. All right, let's scroll down to the next one. Like I said, you can go to the nationaldaycalendar.com to look for some more holidays. But if we were to do everything, it would probably be a 3-hour show here. And this one here, I want to add this really quick. I want to do a big shout out to my mentor. He did the forward in my upcoming book. And we're doing a podcast tomorrow for National Make a Friend Day. So what would you like to say about that?
I have friends, but I only have a few close friends. You're one of them. And I think it's important for people to have friends and a different variety of friends. People should have friends that they can confide in and just dump the world and they don't judge you. It's also nice to have friends that you can just, catch up with and, catch a cup of coffee. But friendships are important. And I think one of the best ways for people to connect is through friendship, because you make one friend, you're more than likely going to get 5 more from that friend, and then they have friends. And so friendships are important, especially when you just need somebody to talk to,
and there's going to be times when we get older as we progress that we will have to remove certain people in our life, whether it be business, personal, or family. And that's actually going to be very abundant for you. And you're going to have the right people in your life because you want to be celebrated by others. Those are the key friendships that you want to hold on to.
Yes, you want to hold your friendships as something that is meaningful to you. You don't want to choose or feel obligated to be somebody's friend, especially if they make you feel bad, or if they're bringing negativity all the time to your life. Those aren't really friends, and it's okay to let people like that in your life go and just keep the ones that bring value to you. In my opinion, that's what friendship should be.
Galentine Day.
This is not this day is funny to me. I'm not a celebrator of unconventional holidays, believe it or not. Valentine's Day, I guess, is a great way to celebrate your girlfriends. And that's what it's intended for, to celebrate your girlfriends. But I'm a firm believer that you should celebrate your friends every day. I mean, you shouldn't wait for Valentine's Day to come around every year to take an evening and spend it with your friends and go out for some supper or even watch a movie and catch up. Valentine's Day, like friendship in general, it should be celebrated every day in little ways. Valentine's Day, I think is more aimed towards single people, which is really funny because I'm single. But I don't get on the whole Galentine thing. I never have. It's not my thing. But hey, if you celebrate it, go out and have a glass of wine and a nice meal, catch a movie, go for a walk, do something, celebrate your girlfriends. And I encourage everybody to celebrate every day, obviously.
All right, let's scroll down and see a few more here. So there are some foodie holiday ones in here, like tortellini and cheddar, but you could just come back to the website.
Yeah.
Cream-filled chocolates, Valentine's Day. So Ferris wheel day actually is pretty cool because in Newport Beach, there's a small Ferris wheel. And Las Vegas actually is a Ferris wheel. And I believe it's a 2-hour run. And they also have an area where you could have cocktails and all that as well. Okay, so we are going to go. Here we go. The 15th, Single Awareness Day.
Singles Awareness Day. Shout out to all my single people. Woot, woot. I think Single Awareness Day needs a little bit more respect, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is from personal live experience, things that I have recognized. A lot of people think when you are single, there is something wrong with you. People choose to be single. I mean, you could be coming out of a terrible relationship and you don't want to commit to anybody. You could like the life that you're living. You have more freedom, whatever. But for whatever reason, people look down on people who are single. And I'm here to tell you, single people are not miserable.
No, not at all. Yeah.
If someone comes along if someone comes along and changes your outlook, fine, good on you. But at the same time, if you're not ready for that, then don't commit, because you're not only going to make yourself miserable, you're going to make the other person miserable too. And that is not fair. Enjoy your singlehood. Enjoy yourself and celebrate your single friends. Just because they're single doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. I choose to be single.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is one of my favorite holidays, and trying to do everything I can to make that person celebrate this holiday. And that's National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. What do you have to say about that?
I kind of like this day. I mean, it's snarky, it's funny. I like stuff like that. Um, I don't know what to do for grouchy people other than to just smile and be kind.
Mhm.
And I guess that's what it's all about. Do a grouch a favor. What kind of favor do you do grouchy people? Do you stay away from them? Do you tell them a joke? Do you play something, do you do something nice for them? What do you
Yeah,
do for a
send a
grouchy
brownie, send a
person?
card, make a mug, something that's
Yeah.
gonna brighten their day.
But will that make them grouchier? Is my question. I know some grouchy people who don't want to be bothered.
Oh, I don't know. Then you just don't surround yourself by those people. Some are here for a reason, and others are here for a season. So,
Grouchy people teach us lessons. That's my philosophy.
and almond day, I'm gonna do real quick. You should have at least 3 almonds a day, or over the weekend actually. For the Super Bowl, I did bacon wrapped dates with almonds, so that was pretty yummy.
Oh, interesting.
Said that I want it, I've had it, I love it. So make sure there's more on the way. A little different, can taste so good, taste so good. Got a feeling, I knew it would, I knew it would. Got me high, and I love it every time. A little different, can taste so good, taste so good.
Yeah. Okay. So, National Pancake Day.
I love pancakes and I love Pancake Day. I only have one complaint about Pancake Day. My biggest complaint about Pancake Day is that IHOP never releases the actual date until closer to the time. Though
Mhm.
we've kind of figured out it lands on Ash Wednesday, but it would be so nice for my job if we knew exactly when Pancake Day was gonna occur, or if IHOP would just come out and say, "Hey, it's going to be this day." But they do run a lot of cool specials. I think they give away free pancakes, and I know a lot of other places do. Yeah, so
Is there only one Pancake Day holiday, or is there two?
I do believe there's two. The other one is Flapjack Day.
Oh, Flapjack Day. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to do a shout out, Catalina Island, the Pancake Cottage. They're absolutely amazing. Right when you get off the water taxi, you walk right to it. So if you're making plans to come out to Catalina, that's definitely one for your stop. And of course, another favorite holiday, Random Acts of Kindness Day. Let's cover that a little.
We talk about this all the time, and you're actually very good at doing this. Just doing kind things for people randomly throughout, whenever. Uh, this particular day is your reminder to be kind to people.
Mhm.
But I think it also serves as a reminder that you should be kind all year round. And that's just my interpretation of it.
Yeah, so just last week it was National Weather Person's Day, and I made a beautiful gift for my friend at KTLA. And unfortunately, there was a little issue with the post office there. So but my intentions were good. Yeah, so
We
now
love our postal carriers, but we need to have a conversation about delivery.
exactly. And actually, mail carrier day worked out really great. My mail
Yeah.
carrier was off that day, and I made a popcorn with a beautiful sticker and a nice note card. And he got it the next day, and he was very grateful. So
Very
just
nice.
the littlest things. It was probably, I don't know, $5 or $6 to send that whole gift, and just to make a difference. And I guarantee no one in the neighborhood even recognized him. I remember back in the 70s, my mom would send somebody like a fruit cake, or even like the mailman, she would make treats
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then it's also the Girl Scout season right now too. So
Yes, it is the Girl Scout
it's
season.
forward right there.
If you know any scouts in your area, it's cookie season, guys. Grab those cookies so these girls can earn their badges and do fun things, because when they sell those cookies, it's not just to collect money. It is actually part of challenges that they have, and they earn money for activities. They earn money to get badges to progress and get to different levels. So yeah, support your local Girl Scouts. If you see a little girl selling some cookies, buy a box. It doesn't hurt anything. You're going to go and buy a box of cookies anyways, or a bag of cookies. So buy them from a Girl Scout.
Yeah, and they're only, I believe, like $5, $5 or $6.
$5 or $6, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
very
for a good
reasonable.
cause. It's for a good cause.
All right, the 18th is another holiday that is near and dear to both of us, and
Oh, I
of
love
course,
my
all your friends
wine.
at the office there.
Yeah.
National Drink Wine Day. So, is there any wine bar there in Mandan, North Dakota, you like to shout out to?
There are no wine bars in that I'm aware of in Bismarck or Mandan.
Oh,
This is a pretty rural state. But I do have my own wine bottles, and I like to drink wine. Um, what two of my favorite people to drink wine with is my friend Cheryl.
mhm.
We enjoy trying different wines, different brands, different labels, and my bonus mom, Loretta. We like to have a good glass of wine too. So, and I don't say stepmom, I say bonus mom because
Mhm.
she's an extra mom, and I think step parents in general kind of get a bad rap sometimes. I don't like the name step parent.
Yeah.
Just my bonus mom.
So, not a step monster, a very
Not a
nice.
step monster.
So I'm going to do a shout out to the wine shop here in the downtown Huntington Beach, Main Street Wine. We're actually going to be visiting them for National Bucket List Day coming up in April 24th. So after we do our beach day and walk through the artisan fair, yeah, we'll get to visit some of that. It's really
Hey,
amazing. I know you love wine. You're going to love this shop. It's really fantastic.
I love wine.
Okay. So we have here, like I said, you can scroll down and look at all these other holidays as we don't have time to run through all of them today. Of course, chocolate mint. If you like chocolate mint ice cream, definitely pay it forward. National Leadership Day. Let's talk about women empowerment here.
Well, Leadership Day is it's kind of a honoring leadership basically is what it is, and talking about the people that are in leadership roles. It's about the power of leadership and how much leaders impact people's lives. But there's a big misconception on what a leader is. You automatically go to the corporation aspect of it, and sure, there are great leaders in corporate America. However, a leader is somebody who influences you, whether it's a parent or a teacher, anybody.
Mentor, yeah.
A leader is somebody who moves you and helps you and leads you. And so that's the biggest high point of Leadership Day is that a leader can be anybody. It's not about one person at your job per se. It's about anybody who brings impact to you and who has given you advice and is there for you and guiding you.
Okay, let's go to the next one here. There is a muffin day, so you could promote your local company there. We're just going to go through it real quick. So if you have a local company on February 20th, definitely stimulate their business. And of course, National Tartar Sauce Day. Trader Joe's actually has some great tartar sauce.
I'm going to say the best tartar sauce I've ever had is Frisch's. And they sent us some when we did this day for them. And I'll tell you what, that tartar sauce is good. It's good with French fries. It's good with a lot of different things. So we experimented. Definitely worth trying if you ever come across it.
Okay, we have Caregivers Day. Anything you'd like to touch on for that?
Yeah, I do actually, and it's a little. I just want to say that caregivers are important, and I'm not going to say names because it is a family kind of thing. But caregivers are important, and I think that if you have a family member that has a caregiver, don't forget about them. Give them a shout out because they appreciate it, and they do become a piece of your family. My experiences with this particular caregiver, she was awesome, and everything she did was appreciated. And I think especially home caregivers, they deserve to have that little bit of something, even hey, thanks for helping out, kind of thing. They work hard. They do. They work hard, and they do more than just helping somebody get dressed. They cook, they clean, things like that. So yeah, it's important to honor your caregivers.
Yes, and in my situation, I'm a caregiver from afar, so I'm not a caregiver directly with my mother, but I am with the
Yes.
team of her facility as well. And for National Caregivers Day, I usually send either some brownies or else
Yes.
some pizzas, and sing a little tune or something like that. So I'm gonna
Yes.
just pop off here real quick, and I'm gonna do this one. Let's see. So everybody knows that I have a black lab, Dana the Black Lab, and I am going to introduce you to the amazing Cruz the Black Lab. So he is an English lab, and we are doing some projects with him. We're doing some collaborative stuff, especially when we're doing all our beach stuff there in Newport Beach. And I actually met the parents of Cruz, I believe June of last year, and they did a little paddle. And actually, Cruz gets on the paddleboard, so he's really amazing. I believe he's going to be 6 or 7. It's actually here on the 19th. So make sure that you follow Cruz the Black Lab. You can follow him on YouTube as well, and Instagram. And Cruz the Black Lab has some swag too, so you could just go to cruzthebblacklab.com. You can buy a t-shirt. Yeah, he's super cute. So definitely think about following him on Instagram. All right, let's go to the next one. We're almost done here. Okay. Is there any other ones you wanted to? Oh, Love Your Pet Day. Here you go, the 20th.
Yep, Love Your Pet Day, and we also have Small Dog Day on the 26th. So there's 2 dog days that we can, hit at the same time. I have small dogs. I'm a big pet lover. I like animals so much. I find myself watching a lot of animal videos on TikTok and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is so funny. The things people do with their pets. I personally have Chihuahuas, and they are a different kind of a dog. Smart little turkeys, but oh geez, are they temperamental and emotional and cold all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it could be 90 degrees outside and they want a blanket. So,
Well, this is a friendship that I developed all because of all my friends at National Day Calendar. National Boiled Peanuts Day. I actually got to meet the founder last year, right in the middle of all her startup and everything, when she became a founder of this national holiday.
yes.
And she came on my podcast, and she was so sweet. She sent me a package of her peanuts. Let's do a shout out to her, National Boiled Peanuts Day, which is February 21st.
It's February 21st. This day was fun. It's always fun to do national days, and people send you samples of whatever it is they do.
Mhm.
And not all people have products. Some people have other things. But she also sent us some peanuts, a wide variety of them actually.
Oh,
It was the first time I have ever tried boiled peanuts. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I would have to eat some again to form an opinion because it was different for me, but she's a very nice person. She was very nice to work with.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it's always nice to form a really good relationship with the people that you're doing national days with, and we do. But some people kind of just tug at you a little bit more, and she was one of them. She was so friendly, so nice, so helpful,
Very much.
and I really enjoyed working with her.
Yeah, and she's right there in New Jersey, really close
Yeah.
to one of my travel partners there in New Jersey. So yeah.
Yeah, and just shout out to her. Her name is Dixie Grace.
Mhm.
Dixie Grace Boiled Peanuts. She has her own website. If you want to go check it out, just type in Dixie Grace's Boiled Peanuts in your search engine, and it'll take you right to her store.
And also it was like a spicy sweet bottle of sauce that was so good. That was one of my favorites. Okay.
Yeah, and we got California Day is coming up. I see it.
So
Yeah.
super important. California Day.
California Day. You're the California girl.
I am. So that's another good way to celebrate. And actually coming up on April 22nd on Earth Day, we'll be celebrating some dolphins, and we're going to be doing some paddleboarding. So a lot of really great things coming up for Bucket Holiday this year.
Yeah. Cindy is I'm going to be visiting Cindy during National Bucket Day week. It's kind of a week. It's a celebration. Every year she does something, and I'm going to visit her then, and I'm going to be paddleboarding for the first time. Ooh, I'll be okay. If I can bungee jump, I can paddleboard.
Exactly. Margarita Day.
I love me a good margarita. What's your favorite kind of margarita?
Mango.
A mango.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever had a margarita.
Yeah, I'll take a regular old margarita. Any kind of margarita work for me.
Okay, so there's a Mexican restaurant down the street from where I work. It's called La Cantina, and they make excellent margaritas. I'm more of an on the rocks kind of person with the margaritas. I don't like them blended, but a lot of people, my
Same.
daughter likes hers blended. And of all the places I've had a margarita, they make the best. And I've tried different places, different states, different restaurants, different bars. La Cantina down the street in Mandan, you do make a great margarita. And anybody who comes to town should go there and try their food and their margaritas.
So is that the taco place that I sent you tacos before?
It is. It actually
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah. So any other flavors that you like?
I like just a regular margarita. I have tried different flavors. I don't think I've ever tried a mango. I've tried a pineapple. I've tried a banana once, and that was interesting. But mostly I do the plain margarita. I'm allergic to strawberries. Those smell good, so I don't know what those taste like.
Oh, wow.
I've had a raspberry margarita before. But I'm mostly like the plain margaritas.
Okay. Well, speaking of tortilla chip day, and there's a company out here called Have a Chip. It's called Have a Corn Chip, actually. And I'm going to send a big package with you to send to everybody back to the office when you come out for your visit. It's local, so support local. From Laguna Beach, and absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be talking about that again on the 24th. Yes.
So a couple I want to touch on. Carpe Diem Day is on the 26th.
Okay.
And I think everybody should read about that day and find your Carpe Diem. It's just about seizing the day. And it's a fun way to just show gratitude for yourself, not necessarily for somebody else. You need to show gratitude for yourself and step outside your little box. Little things that have a little bit of adventure. So yeah, check out that day. The other one is Chili Day. I'd be silly to say that we do not celebrate Chili Day. I love a good bowl of chili.
Oh yeah.
I actually have entered my chili into a couple of contests and won money. I'm not sure why. No, I'm kidding. I know why. But I always make chili on National Chili Day. Except I don't make it as spicy as I used to because nobody likes spice in my house but me.
I'm kind of there now that I'm older. I can't handle too much spice.
Oh, I still love spice though.
Yeah.
Oh, I like spice. I'm spicy.
I'm going to go ahead and talk about these two as well. They weren't on the list, but I just realized Stephanie Massman, one of my friends out here in California, in Southern California, I send her a double pack of pistachios every year. So that's another good way to use National Day Calendar. If it's somebody's business birthday or personal birthday, you could actually send them a gift based on a foodie holiday. Like I like to go to Grubhub or Uber Eats and send someone a rando. Like you sent me some pastries last year for my 60th.
I did, yeah. So Pistachio Day, here's an interesting tidbit that people probably don't realize. Dubai chocolate is really big nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Pistachios is the main ingredient in Dubai chocolate. Buy
Do
somebody
you know what the season is for that?
Pardon me?
Do you know what the season is for Dubai chocolate?
I do not. I mean, with pistachios, I'll just eat the peanuts. I don't like the texture of the Dubai chocolate. I don't like the grittiness of the inside. The chocolate I can do 10 times over. The grittiness of that, the pistachio is not my thing.
Oh, it is my jam because that cafe I told you about, the Vietnamese cafe shop we're going to, the vintage 1979, they have an amazing Dubai chocolate. I went
Oh,
there with some girlfriends a couple weeks ago, and they said it's out of season. So hopefully April will be in season because I definitely want to try that
I'll
again.
try it. I'll
Yeah.
try everything.
And skip the straw day, do a beach cleanup. Super important. We have our Surfrider Foundation of North Orange County here at Huntington, Newport Beach. So definitely go out there and do a beach cleanup. And that's so, so important. And so now we have the months, right? All right. And we have Cancer Prevention Month as well.
Yes.
Embroidery Month. Oh, Weddings Month. Okay, let's start with Heart Month.
Heart Month. It's self-explanatory. It's an entire month dedicated to heart health. And different organizations do different things, but it is a big month, and it's a good reminder for everybody to go get those checkups and make sure that they are healthy and that their heart is working well.
And I'm going to do a shout out to our mayor, Casey McKeon. He came on our podcast last week, and we talked about all the great things he's doing with our city. And he actually started a podcast himself, goes to local businesses, and he has been doing a couple of restaurants and whatnot. So if you are a small to medium sized business here in Huntington Beach, you could get featured. He's not doing the home-based businesses as of yet. It's just the brick and mortar, but definitely stay tuned.
Very
and if
nice.
you have a small business to promote, definitely let them know that what the city is doing.
Very nice.
Okay. So we have
Hot Breakfast Month. You had that on your list.
Mm-hmm.
I like hot breakfast. I like breakfast, period.
Yeah, I want to do a shout out to Board Riders Cafe. That was one of the first interviews that our mayor did, and we're going to be doing that bucket list on Bucket List Day for breakfast.
Yeah, so I have a story about Cherry Month.
Okay.
My son bought some cherries not long ago, and they kind of sat in the
yum.
fridge for a little bit longer than they should have. They weren't bad, but I turned them into cherry jelly.
Oh.
First time ever trying it. I'm not an expert, but I'm going to say I did a good job. Pat myself on the back.
Awesome. That's good. Get a little culinary gangster in the kitchen.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
So American Pies Month. I don't know how I missed this. And that's another thing I like to do is I like to send a gift card in the mail or use that Grubhub app or the Uber Eats and send somebody a pie. National Self-Check Month.
Yep, that's the one I added. It's very important. This is something that I advocate for a lot. Not to forget women, not to forget to get in and get those checkups, get your mammograms. And this goes for men too, because it's probably something that's a little unknown is that men can get breast cancer too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for everybody. And even though self-check is focused around breast cancer mostly, it's a time where you should be checking on all aspects of your body. Something seems off, a mole seems off, get it checked. If you're getting headaches, get it checked. All sorts of different things. It's a good reminder before the summer months to make sure you're healthy so you can get out there and have, your summer fun. And what better time to go get a checkup in general than, in the wintertime.
And the mammograms, you should be getting checked every 6 months to a year for your mammogram.
Yes. Some people get checked more, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's quickly touch base about the bucket list week. If you want to just kick in there and let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. So there is our updated schedule.
Yep. So this year's bucket list is going to be in Huntington Beach. We're going to stick close to home for Cindy. But that's okay because there are a lot of cool things to see where you live.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah, so many different things. I mean, you've got the ocean, you've got Disneyland, you've got so many great eateries and so many great pubs and bars. A lot of nice, cool little shops. So I think it's going to be a great adventure.
Definitely. So we're doing Fountain Valley, Newport Beach, Anaheim, and Huntington Beach. We're going to end the week with Huntington Beach, and you're heading back on Saturday. But there's also some stuff to do at Sea Legs on the Beach that weekend if anybody wants a party because that.
Yep, I'm coming back on Saturday. My son's birthday is on the 24th, same day as Bucket List Day. But he usually celebrates with his friends. So I'm going to make a Sunday celebration for him if he chooses. You know, he might choose not to. It's entirely up to him. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to spend a few days in the sun on the, on the beach. And I love being outside. I love being near the ocean.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And anybody who's interested in joining us, reach out to Cindy. She can give you the details. You're not required to do anything that is on the schedule. The only thing that we ask is that you do celebrate with us on the 24th itself, because that is National Bucket List Day. Everything else, do what you want. Explore the city, do whatever.
Well, except for the paddleboard
Yes.
and the dolphins, yeah, we do need to get reservations on that.
Yeah.
I am booking a couple more dolphin excursions today, and also Disneyland. If you have a Disney pass, that's fantastic. If you don't, you could actually reach out to any one of us, and we could help you book that Disney.
Yeah, I'm having a problem going to Disneyland.
Oh, you are?
My grandkids want to go. How do I tell them that grandma went to Disneyland? How do I do that?
We can take them another time. It's not a problem because I'm only 7 minutes from Disneyland. So.
Okay. Because I'm like, they haven't even got to go, but yeah, maybe next year, maybe next summer, or near the end of summer, we can take a trip down there too. So that should be fun.
Yeah. Yes. So anything else you want to shout out before we close out?
I guess early birthday greetings to my brother, Eugene. He's a Valentine's baby, the day before. Happy early birthday. I know you cannot sing to him. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like people singing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's February in North Dakota. We've been having a little bit of a few days of nice weather, which is really nice after the gazillion degrees below zero.
Yeah.
And spring is one day closer every time it's not snowing and windy. But yeah, there's really not much going on in my neck of the woods. Just hanging in there, trying to stay warm.
Any call to actions today?
I completed the task that I set in my mind. I reached out to a few people just because I think it's important. The one call to action I think I should and want to ask people is just be kind to one another.
Yes.
Like, for real, be kind to one another. You don't have to like what somebody wears or says or what they do, but just be kind. Just be kind. You never know the battles people are fighting. And laugh. Find something to laugh about. And I think if you do those two things, you're going to have a great day.
And it's funny that you say that because the month of April is National Laughter Month. And I'm very excited to be getting my comedians on. And also there's International Music Therapy Week that I have several of my band friends on almost every year. And I've been doing that feature probably for about 3 years. So definitely take a look at the calendar for that.
Yeah. Okay. Other than that, I wish everybody well. I hope everybody is enjoying their month of February. If you have a sweetheart, enjoy your day out. If you don't have a sweetheart, enjoy your day with yourself. Eat your breakfast, drink your milk.
Exactly. And I'll do my call to action. So if you're watching this podcast or Facebook, either Growing Your Business Through Referrals or Bucket List Coach Web Show, if you subscribe to Bucket List Coach Web Show on YouTube, you will get a free complimentary copy of my bucket list ebook. So go to wherecindynow.com. That's WHERESCINDYNOW.com. And of course, make sure that you follow National Day Calendar on all the channels. They're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and make sure to subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. We're on X and Threads. We're everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Check us out. We're a lot of fun. We'll make your day happy, even if you're not having a happy day.
Very good. I'm going to put you in the green room. I'm going to close out and hang tight.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All righty. Make sure you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. You could also go to Growing Your Business Through Referrals. You can learn about the upcoming book. And, of course, Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. We'll see you just on the other side.